It's funny because now, like, I'm like, as I've started doing this, I'm kind of obviously this is not what I do. I'm not a journalist. I'm just some asshole with a camera. I get it, right? But I'm starting to get information from people who want to tell me the things that they know about their industry, but they essentially want to be confidential informants. Like, they're not at liberty to come on screen and tell people what they know. And that's fair. And we'll actually go to another story soon that shows what happens when people come and tell the truth, but they're within a power structure that doesn't allow them to tell anyone what's going on. Because power, the worst thing that power can imagine is having egg on their face, looking stupid. Like, you can never be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. We literally teach our children, it's okay if you do something wrong, admit you did something wrong, figure out how to clean up the mess, and then move on about your life and learn from it. But when it comes to our leadership and our agencies in the government and just even our workplaces, like, it doesn't work that way, right? So we'll talk more about that later, about the military coming into, the military's coming in now to help, but all right, so let's play that next part of the video.
Thank you. And tonight, a major shift in the guidance on how to protect yourself through all this. The CDC now saying people should use cloth face coverings when going outside. It comes as the virus rapidly spreads. Confirmed cases in this country now surpassing 250,000, with 7,000 dead. Here's Miguel Almaguer.
Amid scenes like these across the country, tonight the Coronavirus Task Force is now asking all Americans to voluntarily wear non-medical face coverings while out in public, the bold step announced by the president a short time ago.
They can be either purchased online or simply made at home. These face coverings can be easily washed or reused. I want to emphasize that the CDC is not recommending the use of medical grade or surgical grade masks.
The new layer of protection is no substitute for social distancing, but it comes after the CDC added talking to its list of how the coronavirus spreads person to person, as some funeral homes and cemeteries struggle to keep pace with the skyrocketing number of fatalities. Tonight, there is growing concern over exploding hotspots. In states like Michigan, Massachusetts, Louisiana, and New Jersey, tens of thousands of new cases are flooding emergency rooms.
It's very hard because, my brother.
All right, we can pause here.
In hard-hit South Florida, 34-year-old Brandon Robinson went to the hospital and never came home.
So you know what's infuriating to me about this whole CDC all of a sudden just telling people to wear masks? Why did it take them so long to say this? Seriously, do you remember when we were kids and we were learning about infectious diseases? We learned about bacteria and virus. Virus? How do you say virus? What's the plural virus? Literally, tell me. I don't know.
For Nebraska, this is the right
viruses. I think it's viruses. So when you're a child and you're in school and they're teaching you about communicable diseases and how to spread infection or how to prevent the spread of the infectious diseases that you have, they literally tell you to wash your hands, to pay attention to the surfaces that you touch. They say to cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. It's very simple, right? And when they tell you, the reason why they tell you to cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze is because whatever respiratory or whatever, virus is in your salivary, in your saliva or your breath as you're exhaling, it literally comes out in a plume. It's like a cloud, right? I just don't understand why it took them so long to tell people to put something over their fucking mouth.